And in the locker room, each guy has been going over.
Well, Kevin, and
thanks, David. And a couple of injuries among their reserves. I expect their starters guys will be ready to do whatever's needed.
2 players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And it should be a good one tonight, Steve. 2 teams in the playoff conversation.
This is where, Kevin, we see the talent is there on both sides. Also now, this is where coaching can make the difference, putting players in position to come out on top.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And it's the Clippers' ball. Outside for Batum. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Leonard with the steal. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Batum passes to Leonard. Inside. Clock at 6. Here's George. Rebound by Drew Holiday.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range. And, guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Now here's Lopez following the shot by Drew Holiday. Can't cash in from close range.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now here's DiVincenzo, and Holiday has it in the corner. Pass to Lopez. Holiday against Jackson. The shot by Holiday, no good. Clippers leading by 4. Leonard kicks to Zubac. Outside Jackson. Lopez against George. Jackson has the open look. Off target from outside. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. The Clippers also changing it up. Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. Here's Middleton. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I'll tell you what, when Kawhi knifes his way to the rim, it's next level.
Here's Forbes. And easy 2 points on the layup.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
Clippers leading by 6. Outside, George. Fires from 18. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
There's a minute left to play in the first. Connaughton passes to Portis. And that one, good.
Bobby Portis plays hard, gives 100%, puts himself in a position to succeed.
There's the pass to Leonard. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Connaughton passes to Tucker. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Pass to Patterson. Morris outside. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
And the one thing about Morris, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
And that one's good from Connaughton.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to Patterson. That will count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
We know he's very strong defending the post, but what you like about Bobby Portis.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Clippers lead by 7. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Kennard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Patrick Patterson. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's man in at the 2-guard. Great positioning on the putback.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Pass to Patterson. Here's man. Now the pass to Rondo. He feeds it to Patterson. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Patterson's got his second basket of the night.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Up top, Tucker, covered by Morris. 4 on the shot clock. Middleton inside the three-point line, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Tucker's got his second basket.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
The drive by Rondo feeds it to Patterson. And they pick up 2. Patterson's got 4 points this quarter.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Here is Forbes. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Passes it to Connaughton. And he dunks it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Here's man. He is still scoreless so far in this one. Clippers moving the ball around. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Bucks trail by 5. The shot by Middleton, wide open. The rebound by Patterson. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's man. Great D that time from Portis. For Milwaukee, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Tucker finds Middleton. Outside Portis. And the layup falls. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem, and those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible, and I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Pass to man. Patterson against Portis. Out to Morris. stripped it away. Now the Bucks moving it up. There's the lob to Portis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And here's Kennard. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Connaughton. The big dunk at the end of the break.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
You know, Rondo takes great pleasure at slicing and dicing up the defense. One of the best passers in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Now here's Lopez. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
That's it, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Jackson.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this. The first quarter was a difficult one for Milwaukee, and he might not get all the attention, but you talk about smooth scoring wings in this league, fellas. Chris Middleton right at the top of that list. Kenny, you a fan? Thanks for joining.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Clippers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And both free throws good for Paul George.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Giannis against Batum. Holiday with the three. Middleton with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot two.
And you see Middleton on the perimeter a lot, but he's really been trying to add strength to that 6'8" frame so he can mix it up a little more inside.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Fires the three. The shot, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way, pushing it up. Middleton outside. Lets it go with the three. Rebounded by Jackson. The Clippers trail. Leonard attacking 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Pushing the action. Always working for the best shot. Nice drive by Kawhi.
Giannis outside. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here is George. There's the three. Buries the long-range jumper. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
The mechanics on Paul George's shot are so good. In the end, the range makes no difference.
Outside Holiday. 6 to shoot. Lopez left side. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Giannis no good.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Pulls up on the wing. No good. Shot missing. The Bucks go the other way with it. Fast break, Milwaukee. And Holiday with the basket on the assist by Lopez. And the Bucks lead by 1.
I mean, few guards absorb contact as well as Holiday. In fact, he often delivers as much punishment as he takes.
Now, here's George. Batum finds George. Lays it up and banks it in. George has got 7.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Holiday dishes to Lopez. Back to Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Trying to get open is Lopez. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Milwaukee has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
George passes to Zubac. Lays it up off the glass. Now it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Bucks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Now here's DiVincenzo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shots good by Middleton.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Jackson against Holiday. Stolen by Holiday. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Now here's Jackson. Outside, George.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. The feed to Lopez. And he banks in the layup. Lopez has got the lead up to 3 now for Milwaukee.
Can't let Lopez get comfortable down low. The second he does, there's no stopping.
Here's George. And it goes down 2 points. George has got 9 points here in the second half.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Bucks lead by 1. And we'll get going after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for the Clippers right now, Rajon Rondo is out there with Kennard. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Oturu in at the 5. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. From outside, off the mark.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
And the pass to Mann. Right side, Rondo. Passes to Mann. Lets a floater go. Out to Morris. Pass to Kennard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And the basket by Oturu. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
Holiday surveying the floor. To the inside, Portis. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
I mean, a tremendous all-around talent. Drew Holiday keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Oturu. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Outside Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
Quick, athletic, explosive. Holiday will leave you in the dust.
The pass to Mann. And it's Rondo in the corner. Poke loose, taken away by Holiday. And it's the Bucks on the break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And right after the steal, Holiday does a great job of keeping his head up and igniting the fast break.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. To the middle. Here's Oturu, defended by Portis. That one good for 2. Oturu's got 6 here in this quarter.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Holiday against Rondo. Holiday gets the bucket. And the Bucks lead by 3.
When momentum is crucial, Holiday steps up his level of play.
DiVincenzo against Kennard. Here's Oturu. 5 to shoot. The shot's good from Kennard. Kennard's got his first points of the game.
A fantastic competitor. The bigger the moment, the more Kennard wants the ball.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton. And a deep 3 from George sinks the triple. George has got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Holiday. Down low. Lopez. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And it's easy to see why Lopez is out here in these moments, never afraid to take a big shot.
George against DiVincenzo. Platoon passes to Leonard. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time, costly.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. The lead is 2. There's 45 seconds left in the game. Here's DiVincenzo. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Nobody near Leonard. Here's Batum. Outside for Jackson to take the lead. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Middleton looking it over. On the wing, Giannis. Back to Middleton. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking it. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for The bustling city of Portland, Oregon. This is the backdrop for our broadcast settings tonight. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that could be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Inside, kicks it down to Middleton. This one for 3. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Lillard against Holiday. Lillard left side. Over Holiday. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Entering the NBA, I knew he needed to develop his mid-range game. He did it, and it's opened things up for him.
On the wing, Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Feeds to Lopez. Back to DiVincenzo. 4 on the clock. Over McCollum. The kick out to Holiday. It's tipped. Back to DiVincenzo. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Goes back up. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Ready to shoot once he catches it. Lopez has tremendous confidence in his scoring ability.
Lillard against Holiday. From 18 feet away. That misses off the backboard.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Pass to Lopez. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Here's DiVincenzo. That shot is off. And the Trailblazers going the other way.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up, but I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players' teams.
Oh, what a beautiful play!
Intensity, did you see that? Great. Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Giannis with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. It's good. Lopez has got his second bucket of the night.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Lillard against Holiday. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
We've got 1:13 left to play here in the first. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. One-on-one here. Kicks it out to McCollum. Back to Lillard. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And that one's good by Giannis.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Simons, defended by DiVincenzo. Simons, the pass to Anthony, kicks to Kanter, and it's sent back by Lopez.
And you got to appreciate the length Lopez has. He's effective at using it to stifle shooters.
Bucks leading by 7, and Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The 3 ball. It's not going to go for him. Doesn't go for him. And so it's Milwaukee bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon the team.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, they've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Here is Forbes. Lays it up and banks it in. Forbes has got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Anthony finds McCollum. Now Kanter. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Pass to Forbes. The pass to Connaughton. No good there. Good D by McCollum.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
It's deflected. And he jams it with authority.
Oh, man, so terrific at realizing when he should drive inside. Tucker fears no one when he's on the attack.
And last season, P.J. Tucker signing a 6-figure sneaker deal with Nike, maybe helping to offset how much he spent on shoes over the years.
Yeah, G.A., the most renowned sneakerhead in this league. He owns thousands of pairs, and you'll even see him change sets in the middle of a game.
Connaughton kicks it to Tucker. Shakes him, and the layup is good. Tucker's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, the brute strength of Tucker, so effective at pushing through whatever the defense throws his way.
Passes it to Canner. McCollum right side. Up and in on the layup.
And it's encouraging whenever McCollum scores inside, proving that he's more than just a jump shooter.
Here is Forbes. To the paint. Here's Portis. Sweet move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Portis has got his first 2 points of the night.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
So for the Trailblazers, Norman Powell comes in for C.J. McCollum. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Forbes. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Portland. 7-point differential. Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Outside Holiday.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Lillard the pass to Canner. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Now just a 3-point Bucks lead.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And Holiday kicks to Forbes. The kick out to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Oh, no. Sloppy finish. The D was giving him the layup. He just didn't stay with it.
The Trailblazers have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. It's Powell on the wing. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. And it's tied up with that one. Bucks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Lillard way outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. It was a fast pace for Milwaukee at the outset. Amped up and ready off the tip. They immediately... And that'll do it for us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Portland trailing here. Pass to Lillard. It's Covington on the wing. McCollum outside. He kicks it to Lillard. To the inside. And the rejection by Giannis. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot. Outside Holiday.
Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Simons, he's checked in for Portland. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Knocked loose, stolen by McCollum. One-on-one here. It's Powell on the wing. Here's Simons. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Fast break, Milwaukee. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Middleton can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's Simons. Back to Nurkic. Taken away by Holiday. The drive by Giannis. And Covington sends it back. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. McCollum against Lopez. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Basket good.
I mean, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
Giannis passes to Middleton. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McCollum's got 5 now.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Lopez throws it down.
I like the show of ferocity from Lopez. Whenever he plays down there with fire, it's infectious.
The dish to Little. There's the pass to Simons. 1:15 left here in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. Here's Connaughton. No points in the game yet for him. Lopez left side. And that one drops for him. And it's a 5-point Bucks lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. There's 49 seconds left in the third. And good that time. Bucks leading by 3. DiVincenzo with it. He feeds it to Lopez. Back to DiVincenzo. Just 5 to shoot. Dishes it to Lopez. And it's off the back rim. No good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Simons. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Portland shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And he makes the first. So both teams changing it up here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Back to Forbes.
You got to appreciate watching Lillard give his all on D, showing a real desire to prove on this end.
We're at the end of the third. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Here's Holiday. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. They've got Dante DiVincenzo. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the three. Lillard with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now, here's Lillard. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Lillard's got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers. Outside Holiday. There's the lob to Portis. That shot off the mark. The Trailblazers shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting at all cylinders. Lillard outside. The feed to Cantor. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Now it's a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
Drafted third overall for a reason. I mean, Cantor has a variety of go-to moves in the lane.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. DiVincenzo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
Yeah, easy call.
The first one falls. A different look now for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Jones. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton. Stolen by Middleton. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Back to DiVincenzo. He dishes it to Lopez. 3 on the clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
That's an unforced error that will drive a coach crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
Lillard against Holiday. Passes it to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Fires from deep. He can't get that one.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Shoots. No problem on the jumper in close. Antetokounmpo's got it all tied up now for Milwaukee.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Lillard attacking. And Lopez pulls it down. Lopez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Jones is checked in. Outside Holiday. To the wing right side. Lopez dishes to Antetokounmpo. Down low. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. The Bucks trail. And here's Holiday. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Count that one.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
Here's Lillard. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 mates.
And Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
Lillard against Holiday. Feeds it to Lopez. Rebound by Nurkic. For Portland, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Three-pointer, Lillard. But they get it back. Nurkic, the pass to Jones. McCollum against Middleton. It drops.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And to the Kumbo inside. Defended by Covington. Holiday against Lillard. Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Holiday. From deep. The shot misses. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. McCollum feeling it out a bit. It's Covington on the wing. Pass to Lillard. From deep three-point range. From beyond the arc and then some. Lillard's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
The outside shot of Lillard is pure. I mean, he always seems to have the look that's going in.
And that's going to be a travel. 12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And it's McCollum at the elbow. From deep. Off target. And so it's Portland winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game. David, thank you as always.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The view high above our broadcast. And with,
well, the ceremony.
Thank you, DA. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Batum, and it's Zubac in at center. Now, here's Lillard. Launches it. Batum grabs the miss. Here's George. And too long on the shot. Now McCollum. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. On offense, here are the Clippers. Now here's Leonard. Back to George. Let's go. C.J. McCollum with the rebound.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
From outside the arc. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Leonard kicks to Jackson. They get it back, and Leonard stays with it.
Well, an all-star willing to do all kinds of dirty work on the offensive end. Kawhi mixing it up.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And yes, it's good.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Now, here's George. Zubac, no good.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
Portland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And the rejection by Zubac. Now the Clippers moving it up. The shot by George, wide open. The 19-footer is on the money.
And this is a shot Paul George makes consistently, right? When he's in rhythm, he's ready to fire off the bounce.
McCollum against George. Kicks it out to Lillard. Over Jackson. Tips it up. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
George looking around. Jackson in the corner. Zubac's in the post. Working on Nurkic. Zubac's, that's good.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Lillard outside. That ball is in the basket now. He's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now, here's George. Leonard inside. Guarded by Powell. George, that's a 2-pointer. Unable to get that one. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Jackson against Lillard. From the arc. And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Clippers trail by 4. And here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Leonard against Powell. That one goes in.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. To the middle. Stolen by Zubac. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Lillard looking around. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Here's Zubac. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the...
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And before the game...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Morris. He's out there with Luke Kennard. Rajon Rondo is out there with Patrick Patterson. And it's man in at the 2-guard spot.
Well, a convincing finish by Patrick Patterson, giving us a demonstration of the kind of power he has at his disposal.
Here's Simons. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong, I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Jones looking for an opening. Cantor. The rebound by Patterson. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Upside Rondo. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Here's Patterson. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Simons, the pass to Anthony. Down low, Cantor. He gets it in there. Cantor's got his first points in this one.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Clippers trail by 3. Rondo with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Man passes to Patterson. Outside Rondo.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. McCollum's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game. And he is not about to give up an easy look.
And the shot goes down.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
1:24 left to play here in the half. Anthony looking it over. And that one, good.
Boy, Carmelo Anthony is capable, when he wants to, of spotting that open man. Pretty pass.
Rondo bounce pass. Here's Oturu. He's guarded by Nurkic. 5 on the clock. Here's Kennard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
First trip to the line for him here.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line, just a shade under 90%.
Lillard outside. Puts up a 3. Out to Anthony. Lillard outside. He can't hit that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. The drive by Rondo. Over McCollum. Rondo, no good. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Dishes to Nurkic. Over in the corner, Lillard. For 3. Cans it from downtown. Lillard's got the lead up to 5 now for Portland.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to leading the way at the start. It was Damian Lillard. He had 13 points and 1 assist. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
On the court for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center, filling out the middle. Ricky, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach. And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
From deep three-point range, and the Trailblazers, another three.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
George with the ball. Lillard picks him up. Back to George. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. George has got his second bucket.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Robert Covington picks one up.
Now, you have got to give Paul George so much respect. He's just amazing at drawing contact when he's shooting.
For the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Jones comes in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Simons, the pass to Powell. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Portland. In the corner, Powell with it. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Count it.
I love that Kanter will pursue rebounds out of his area. This guy's such a powerful player who's willing to exert his will.
The pass to Zubac. And here's George for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
Here's Kanter. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. And George kicks to Zubac. George passes to Zubac. Here's Leonard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Now the Clippers moving it up. Pass to Oturu. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Oturu's got his first basket of the night. Anthony, the pass to Simons. In the corner, Powell with it. inside. Here's Anthony. No good again that time.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, almost effortless there from Kawhi Leonard. The reach and leaping ability. Look out.
34 seconds left in the third. Powell dishes to Cantor. Back to Powell. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And Cantor throws it down.
Oh, and he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back, with an in-your-face stuff. Now Leonard. 8 points for him.
Come to me.
Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Kennard, also Rajon Rondo out there, and it's Morris in at the 4. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now here's Rondo. The tray. Rebounded by Anthony.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Lillard finds Anthony. Back to Lillard. Rondo with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one's on Anthony.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he can't get the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Rondo against Lillard. To the inside. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And it's Rondo in the corner. Nurkic with the steal. Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard outside. He dishes it to Covington. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Pass to Oturu. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Leonard, that's for 2, and good. He nails it.
Leonard doesn't give the defense time to react. His catch and shoot game is on point.
Cullen passes to Lillard. Shot from 12. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And here's George. Lets the 3 fly, and he's good on the 3 ball. George has got 10 points in just the second half.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
Stolen by Jackson. Zubac's the pass to Leonard. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Here's McCollum. That one a little long. The Clippers trail. Good chance here for George. And it's all evened up.
That's That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Jackson passes to Leonard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Kawhi Leonard. At the line.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to one.
How about Kawhi Leonard? How many guys in the history of their career can say, I was an NBA Finals MVP at 22 and then an NBA Finals MVP at 27? Simply incredible.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Enes Kanter comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Norman Powell subbed in for Anthony. Lillard against Zubac. Clock at 4. Covington passes to Kanter. Over Jackson. Kanter's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Lillard and Damian Lillard with the jam.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Count it! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Here's Lillard. McCollum finds Lillard. Count it!
What strength from Lillard. Just not allowing the defense to have the last word. Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they'd better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
George, no good. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation. Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
And here's George for 3. The shot that time not on target. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight. The Bucks coming into the arena confident they'll be walking out of. And they've got a few injuries on their bench. Less options, but you think not too big of an impact for them.
2 players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center. And for the Clippers, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Batum, and it's Leonard in at the 3.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Outside, Batum. Leonard looking around. Pass to George. Just 4 to shoot. Misses the 3.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Lopez kicks to Holiday. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it. Not much you can do against Paul George on the drive. I mean, he's got great length and he knows how to use it, and he gets exactly where he wants to.
Holiday against Jackson. Holiday gets the bucket.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
George against DiVincenzo. George passes to Batum. No good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Here's Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The shot's good from Lopez.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
Now here is George. From deep. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Lopez dishes to Holiday. No good with the triple. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 4. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And then for Milwaukee, P.J. Tucker comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo.
And George really good at recognizing his fast break opportunities and torching the defense with his speed and athleticism in transition.
Now here is Holiday. He kicks it to Tucker. The 3. Here's Connaughton, defended by George. Connaughton passes to Middleton. No one near him. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Bucks with some changes. Bobby Portis comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And here's Rondo. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
Connaughton kicks it to Tucker. Dishes it to Forbes. Back to Tucker. And the Bucks miss again.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down. And that corner 3, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
Here's Rondo following the 3 by Milwaukee. And the layup's good off the glass. Rondo's got his second bucket tonight.
You know, he's a bit of a rarity and maybe even a throwback when you look at Rondo and how being a smaller guard, he still is comfortable operating inside.
Here's Connaughton. No points in the game yet for him. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Middleton the pass to Portis. The shake. He takes it up and lays it in.
It's not easy to guard Middleton in pick and roll sets because he can beat you in a lot of ways. I mean, give him space, he'll pull it up. Stay up on him, and he'll thread the needle with the pass.
Here's Rondo from outside off the mark. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Buck. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was asked.
For me personally, I just want to get better.
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case? No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, they've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the 1. Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince Strong that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep him there is to build a championship caliber team around him. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Connaughton kicks to DiVincenzo. Over Kennard. And that one's good by Lopez.
Lopez not to be denied. Nice strong finish there.
Clippers trail by 4. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Kennard with the ball. The offensive rebound. Lopez with the block.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
Passes it to Connaughton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Bucks.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Holiday comes in for Bryn Forbes. Now, here's Kennard. To the paint. Here's Okuru. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Outside Holiday. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Giannis. And there it is for him. Giannis has got the lead up to 6 now for Milwaukee.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Rondo. Pass to Okuru. Shot clock at 6. Lopez grabs the board. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in this game. And here is DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo inside. Covered by Morris. Bucket is good. And now it's an 8-point Bucks lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Rondo. 7 points in the game. Lopez with the block.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here's Rondo. Here's Coffey. Outside for Rondo. Off target with his 3.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Back to Holiday. The 3. Oturu with the rebound. Clippers trail by 10. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the shot goes in.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Outside Holiday. Lopez. It's good on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 10.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And a wide open look for Rondo. Sinks the three-pointer. Rondo's got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, when Rondo is at his most effective, he's setting up people, but he's also getting some points for himself on the perimeter. Then the passing lanes really open up for him, and he can give you real headaches when that happens.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flush.
And you just know that's going to have a big effect on this team. I mean, their blood has to be pumping after that one, and the heart rate racing a little faster.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. And that...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Rajon Rondo with a strong contribution so far in this one.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
We've got Reggie Jackson. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's George in at the 2 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And how about the power of Antetokounmpo? Dynamite whenever he takes it to the rim. You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Well, when we talk about poise, Paul George is excellent at finding ways to get his shots to fall in these moments, in part because he never seems to get out of himself.
Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. Back to Antetokounmpo. Great D that time from Batum.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing it. Man. How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
The deep 3 from George. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And there's the pass to Middleton. He feeds it to Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Outside Leonard. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, you know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
I like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys. There are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Outside, George looking to end his cold spell, and it's George finishing it off.
And it's really obvious that George has put a ton of time into improving his handle. I mean, you never know what he's going to do with the ball in his hands, and most times it's pretty good.
Here is Forbes, defended by George. Jackson against Holiday, and the rejection by Zubac. The three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Now George, banked in off the glass. George has got 10.
Yeah, excellent determination there from George. This wasn't going to be denied. Fighting off the physical contact and nailing the shot over good defense.
Holiday against Jackson. The shot by Holiday, no good.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
And then Leonard with the dunk.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Holiday. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. And the Bucks lead by 7.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Now, here's George. 10 points for him. From past the arc. No good that time. Inside, Forbes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on George.
You know, it's really interesting to note that Forbes went to the same high school in Detroit as a certain friend of ours. I think the guy's name I'm thinking about here is Chris Webber.
5 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Oturu, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Milwaukee, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Bucks leading by 9. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Tucker in at the 5. Down to 5 on the shot clock. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. Fires the 3. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Man passes to Morris. Kennard on the wing. Pass to Oturu. Releases. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. The Bucks shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. He lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. To the right side. Here's Rondo. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
And Antetokounmpo inside. Misses the baby hook. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Milwaukee leading by 6. Giannis no good. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Morris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
Marcus Morris.
That free throw good for Morris. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Holiday left side. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Holiday. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Lopez is not the fastest guy coming out of the screen as a roller, but when he gets a step, he's hard to slow down.
Kicks it out to Leonard. And the Clippers miss again.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Batum against Middleton. Kicks it out to Leonard. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
And they've controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
Guys, it's their hard work inside that has them out in front, but they can't let off now. They've got to keep it going.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton outside. Lobbed up there for Lopez. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, when he was in high school in California, Kawhi won the state's Mr. Basketball Award. And you look at the list of guys who've won that award over the years, it has a lot of the all-time greats on it.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Holiday against Jackson. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. Lopez left side. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Hey, I've always said rebounding is timing and tenacity, but if you got long arms, that helps too, and the Greek Freak has plenty of reach.
Here's George. Los Angeles with another miss. Bucks leading by 6. Middleton finds Lopez. Knocks it loose. Middleton the pass to Lopez. Leonard with the steal. The shot's good on the assist by Jordan.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And what about the composure of Lopez? Fantastic.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Milwaukee?
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
George looking around. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
Hey, when you've got a player like George, in these moments, you turn to him. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
Zubats against Holiday. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Los Angeles making a switch here. Hondo's checked in.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediate.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. The wide open look here for Holiday. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Bucks lead by 7.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
George, no good. Holiday against Rondo. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Misses the shot. And so the Bucks take the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining. Brings up short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's Nurkic. Here's McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Holiday against McCollum. Now, here is Holiday. Defense is right there. Off on the layup. And here's McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Nurkic.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Now here's McCollum following the miss by Brook Lopez.
Such a good player on the in-between game, weaving behind bodies to find some space, and CJ cashes in.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Three-pointer. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Lillard against Giannis. It's good.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot's good.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Well, the improvement we saw during Giannis Antetokounmpo's first few years in the league went from raw to ridiculous in a hurry.
Another shot. Nurkic up and in on the layup.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Just all the physical advantages that Giannis has really present a tough challenge for the defense down there.
Lillard surveying the D. Drills it from outside. Lillard's got 5. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. CJ McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. The kick out to Holiday. Off target from outside. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Outside Holiday. Middleton on the wing. Lets it go with a 3. Lillard with the rebound. And here's Portland. They're on a 13-5 run. McCollum kicks to Covington. Back to McCollum. 6 to shoot. Back to Covington. Over Giannis. Covington's shot is off.
He looked like he rushed it a bit. The defense wasn't terrible, but still, he's got to knock that down.
Middleton with it. Lillard picks him up. Lopez, no luck. Here's Lillard. He has 7. Kicks to Covington. Back to Lillard. Lopez with the block.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame. A smart block, if you will.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 8. And we'll... And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo...
Definitely gave him a slowdown a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Bucks, Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the point. Powell in the high post, working on Portis. Powell, that's good.
And Matador defense That's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Middleton the pass to Portis. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Enes Kanter.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
For Milwaukee, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Here's Simons. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Connaughton kicks it to Tucker. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Trailblazers leading by 8. Simons surveying the D. Anthony dishes to Kanter. Rebounded by the Bucks.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Powell down low, defended by Middleton.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Simons, the pass to Kanter. Stolen by Tucker. Wide open to the hoop. Goes up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's Simons. 5 points in the game. Count that bucket.
And it's not a secret. Kanter is a major factor on the offensive glass, thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hands.
Here's Connaughton. Kicks it down to Middleton. That one doesn't go. Excellent D from Kanter. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And the pass to Anthony. Back to Jones. Down low. 5 on the clock. Kanter finds Anthony. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And it's a 10-point Trailblazer lead. The Bucks have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Powell. Connaughton passes to Portis. Back to Connaughton. Passes to Portis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Portis has got his second basket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Simons, the pass to Kanter. Anthony left side. Shoots from the block. And again, it's Portland converting.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Forbes, the pass to Portis. Back to Forbes. From outside the arc. And Kanter pulls it down. Now Jones. Pass to Kanter. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 10-point. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Portland was looking great right away. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead as they strung together. And that does it for our...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot manning the middle.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding of how to get the ball to an open teammate.
McCollum dishes to Nurkic. McCollum against Middleton. And he uses the glass on the layup. McCollum's got the lead up to 10 now for Portland. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Middleton. Back to DiVincenzo. No good that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Bucks trail by 12. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And the shot goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 7.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
Middleton against McCollum. He dishes it to Powell. The tray. Here's Nurkic. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Shot's good by Middleton.
Well, he's accurate from behind the arc, and there's a reason why Chris Middleton takes a good amount of three-pointers.
Lillard against Howard. And Lillard kicks to Covington. Now here's Lillard, guarded by Holiday.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night. Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Lopez drives in. It's tipped. Powell with the steal. Dishes it to Nurkic. And it's McCollum in the corner. No good on the 3. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Pass to Powell. For the 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Bucks trail by 7. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Now the pass to DiVincenzo. Fires for 3. They grab their own miss.
And that reach is just ridiculous. Giannis easily beating everybody to the ball and then sends it back.
Lillard against Holiday. Taken away by Holiday. Now Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's DiVincenzo. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Well, sometimes you got to take a picture and understand what the defense is giving up, and Lillard took advantage there. That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And Jones subbed in for Norman Powell. Yep, it counts.
Finishing in traffic, it's something you want your point guard to be able to do, and Damian Lillard can do that.
Giannis inside. He's against Kanter, and Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Deep two from Anthony. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we've reached the end of the third. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. PJ Tucker is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in it with the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Lillard, right side. Off target on the 15-footer. Bucks trail by 5. Pass to Tucker. There's the 3. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got 6 rebounds in the game. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Lillard, the pass to Kanter. That shot, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Tucker finds Giannis. Here's Holiday. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one's on Anthony.
Smart for Holiday to get that shot off even after the hack from the defense.
And the Bucks making a change here. Portis is checked in. And so here's Portland. Lillard with it. To the middle. Here's Kanter. Kicks it out to Lillard. Drops in the layup for 2. And that's 13 points for Damian Lillard.
Well, compact and strong Lillard using his frame and still finishes.
Holiday looking for an opening. Pass to Portis. Back to Holiday. Portis in the post. He's covered by Kanter. Tucker the pass to Portis. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. The shot by Holiday, no good. Trailblazers leading by 5. Here's Simons. And Jones has it in the corner. Simons, the pass to Kanter. Clock at 4. Portland needs to get off a shot. And it's good, 2 points.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Holiday. That one goes. Count it.
Well, when Drew Holiday gets involved in the pick and roll sets like that one there, it's very difficult to guard him. He uses his speed and quickness and change of direction and knocks down the shot.
Lillard, the pass to Simons. There's the dish to Carmelo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
To stay in front of Carmelo Anthony when he's driving hard like that, the defense is finding itself in a very tough spot. That's how he got that call.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis, and Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton. And then for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Norman Powell comes in for Derek Jones, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Lillard attacking. Nurkic trying to get open, and then Lillard slams it in.
And there's the problem. Lillard just too quick and too shifty to stop cold on any dribble drive.
McCollum against DiVincenzo. And he gets the bucket.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
Yeah, this is a big-time moment, and so him stepping up his intensity, staying in attack mode, that's nice.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
Powell finds Anthony. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Nobody near Lillard. His three-pointers off the mark. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Middleton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one's on Anthony.
Now look how hard Middleton takes this one right into the paint, getting way too physical for the D to deal with.
Middleton hits them both.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Lillard against Holiday. Lillard attacking. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one is on Holiday. He throw good. Damian Lillard.
And that tacks another big point onto the league. Great N1 play showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
Antetokounmpo up top. Covered by Anthony. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Middleton with it. Lets it go from deep. And again, the Bucks miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Lillard. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by the Bucks.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Middleton for 3. Powell pulls it in. Lillard outside. And it's McCollum in the corner. Launches it. That one misses. So the Trailblazers win it. A truly gutsy. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. The lights of downtown reflecting up. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the 2. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. And it's Lillard missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
George with no one around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now Lillard. From deep three-point range. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. From deep. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Leonard attacking in the corner. George with it. Fires from deep. George missing again. Trailblazers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Cullen passes to Lillard. To the inside. Nurkic dishes to McCollum. Over Jackson. And the basket by McCollum.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
George looking over the floor. Outside, Batum. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Portland, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Now, here is George. Los Angeles with another miss.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
Lillard outside. Lets the 3 fly. It's good from long range.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Jackson with it. Pass to Leonard. Passes it to Zubac. 4 on the shot clock. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
That breaks their string of misses. Now 1 for 5. You can feel their sense of relief.
Lillard finds Powell. Back to Lillard over Jackson. And it's good off the back rim and in. Lillard's got 5 now. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I'd go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. George against McCollum. Yep, that one goes in there. McCollum's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And with that great handle and high basketball IQ, McCollum remains a lethal pick-and-roll option.
And George kicks to Jackson. Back to George. Launches a 3. Shot, high post. 2nd chance effort. On the wing, Batum. From the arc. Rebound by Nurkic. Portland leading by 5. Covington dishes to McCollum. Lillard, right side. Back to McCollum. Fires from 14, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
I like the efficiency here. 3 out of 4 shooting, just taking what the defense gives him.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
George with the bucket.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Lillard against Jackson. Lillard right side. And it's McCollum in the corner. Over George. Again, McCollum missing. Batum wide open. He fires. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so the first quarter is in the books. Portland out in front. They're up by 4. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the point. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Simons surveying the D. Now here's Jones. Not a lot of room. Clock is at 3. A nice shot by Simons.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Rondo. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Man, no good on that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. It's Powell on the wing. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Jones the pass to Powell. Jones kicks to Anthony. Poked away. And they'll turn over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Now here's Rondo. Here's Patterson. Misses off the right iron. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Powell dishes to Carmelo. Back to Powell. Clock at 6.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Man passes to Rondo. And again, no good by the Clippers. Trailblazers leading by 4. Back to Powell. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Rondo.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Kennard. Back to Morris. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And here is Anthony. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Lillard against Jackson. Lillard left side. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Now here's Jackson. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
McCollum finds Lillard. Takes the 3. Paul George grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 3. Zubac's the pass to George. And they're unable to get the time basket there. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in. Lillard looking around. Here's Covington. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
All-out effort all the time. Covington was undrafted, and he's worked his way into NBA minutes.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And George, here we go. And that one drops. George has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Watch the screen. 16 seconds left in the second quarter. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Jackson, great anticipation on the steal, then quickly gets them out in transition.
Lillard outside. And here's McCollum for 3. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7 points. They were outscored. And that does it for our halftime show.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. The Clippers trail. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got Rajon Rondo. He's out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Morris in at the 4 spot. Here's Oturu. Here's Kennard. And the wide open shot from Morris. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And it's Lillard missing. Lillard's gone 3 of 9 shooting. Outside Rondo. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Kennard for 3. Here's Oturu. Makes it off the glass. Oturu's got the lead up to 1 now for the Clippers.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Looking to get it going, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Rondo, bounce pass. Takes a 3. Oturu controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Oturu's got 4 points this quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 9. Drills the three-pointer. Lillard's got 12 in the game.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep 3.
The pass to Oturu. That one doesn't drop. And it's Portland the other way. Here's Lillard. He's got 12. Fires the three. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Rondo. Second chance shot. Oturu, the pass to Rondo. The baseline J off the mark. Portland leading by 4. Lillard outside. Puts up a 3. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Kennard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Simons the pass to Little. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Down low. Just 5 to shoot. They get it back. Pass to Simons. Fader on the way. Goes up again, and Cantor with the lay-in. Good. Cantor's got his first bucket of the night.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Now, here's George. He's got 7. Fires it up. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Kicks to Little. Pass to Simons. The dish now to Carmelo. Portland needs to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Clippers trail by 5. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Now Jackson. 5 points in the game. And it's George finishing it off.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
To the paint, Batum with the steal. Zubac kicks to George. With 1 on the clock, he knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more in store for you right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Enes Kanter, Anthony out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Simons in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Over in the corner, Lillard, 4 on the clock. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Kennard with the ball. Here's Oturu. Back to Kennard, and stolen by Lillard. And now Portland on the break. Out to the right wing. Over Kennard. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
And part of what makes Dame special, he can pour it in working off the ball. Rare to see a point guard who finds points without the rock in their hands.
Oturu, it's blocked. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Patterson's checked in. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Lillard outside. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Over in the corner, Lillard. Shoots over Leonard. And that one's good. Lillard's got the lead up to 7 now for Portland.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
George against McCollum. Outside, George, 5 to shoot. Over McCollum. And it's George missing. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Back to Lillard. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Cullen passes to Lillard. Over Jackson. And it's Lillard missing. Clippers trail by 7. Passes it to Leonard. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. No good from the wing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Now, here's Lillard. Jones dishes to McCollum. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Lillard. This one for 3. And another 3 for Portland.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Trailblazers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Damian Lillard.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And Los Angeles with some changes. From downtown, Oturu with the rebound. And it's the Clippers' ball. 7-point differential. Now here's Little. Patterson defending. Over to the left wing. Little can't hit. Gets the bucket.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And